right, we're back. You've made it through this fun day of classes and just color, right? We've used so many colorful collections. This is the make and take for tonight, make and take with Lindsay. And we are doing this adorable teacup bookmark. So when I do my make and takes, I like to be able to have you make one for you and then make one for a friend. All right. Good. We got some people on here. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Jen. All right. We got the comments going. So you should have the pieces in your little bag to make a pink cup and a yellow cup. Now, the B side of the paper is also really, really cute. So if you decide to go rogue and do it a different way, I am okay with that. And I would love to see it. But the idea was to have, again, one for you, one for a friend. This is not a file that I can share with Access Only because this was from the Lori Whitlock website, and I buy a commercial license for it. So that's why I can't share it. And then I designed the little tea bag myself out of the just shapes in my Cricut. So hello, thank you. Hi, Angie, Jeannie. Oh, thank you. All right. So like dig into our package here. I didn't write any formal instructions for this, probably because it's not a lot of pieces, and it goes together easily, and I think you can tell from the picture. But what I did write, let me sort this out just a little bit. What I did write down was on the cover sheet that came in your kit, okay? And I wrote down on here, notes for the make and take, one for you, one and a friend, black cardstock piece goes behind the eyes and mouth, sandwich the ribbon in between the two mug pieces and the two tea bags. That's the most important part, okay, is to get that ribbon in between. And I'm saying that, and then watch me then not do it because I'm tired and it's been a long day. So in the actual file, the Doodlebug cut file from Lori Whitlock, it had teeny tiny cheeks, which is what Doodlebug is known for. And we tried to sort those, but we were doing, so many pieces. It was like 400 teeny tiny circles, and they were blowing off the table and all that. So we just changed course. And what I ended up doing, I have this little blending brush. And ironically, this is called rouge, this color, but you could use a red or a pink. And then I just ended up adding the little accents on the cheeks that way instead of doing the cardstock ones, because I would rather have you could make them on your own, because I mean, they were literally the size of a normal hole punch. But I would rather you not realize that you only had 3 in your kit and you needed 4 or something like that. So that's why I opted to do that, and I think it looks just as cute with that little accent, and it gives us a reason to use our brushes and our tools, right? Hello, Trisha. Okay, so again, cute B-sides. This is Bella paper, adorable, and then this one is also Bella paper. Okay, I'm just getting these all set out so that it'll go together a lot easier. And this is that backing piece, that little black piece of cardstock. Oh, thank you, Trisha. All right, and then there should be some ribbon. This is your tea. Okay, and then you should have, all right. So you can see all my pieces there. I'm gonna go ahead and build the yellow one. I have my liquid adhesive here. I'm hoping it was clogged up a little bit. I'm hoping that it will cooperate. And I'm gonna add some liquid adhesive and line up this black cardstock on the back of my piece right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it on the pink one too, since I have it all laid out. If you don't have it all laid out, it's okay. This isn't going to be a project that takes you an hour, right? It's can go together in just a few minutes. Okay, so there we have our adorable Doodlebug face that they are known for. And then that will end up going right here. I did not pop it up. Because I intended for this to be a bookmark and I didn't want that extra bulk in my book, in my pages, but you do you. If you want to pop it up, this would be the piece to do it on. Okay, so then I'm actually gonna stick with my liquid. Okay, so I'm gonna add my little coffee cup here. I used the same feather gray as before to add this. And then this is the rim of the teacup. I keep saying coffee cup. So what I'm going to do is adhere the brown tea to the bottom, and then the whole piece will go on. Okay, so it just gives it that extra level of dimension. The Doodlebug cut files that are on the SVGs that are on the Lori Whitlock site have a lot of pieces. And sometimes, depending on what I am cutting or preparing it for, I just turn off some of the layers if it's too much. I'm sure that's not what, they want. That's not how it was intended to be. But there are some times where I just don't want to fuss with, so many extra pieces, and kind of like the cheeks. You're not getting it, but we're going to figure out a way to still make it look cute. All right, so I added the tea, and then this is the rim of my teacup. All right, so we have this piece fully assembled. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the pink one too while we talk. So my daughter made it to New York City. If you weren't on earlier, we got up at 4 a.m. so that she could get a ride to the airport and then make her flight. And I've texted her throughout the day, what are you doing? Did you make it? And it's probably like this with most kids. I send a lot of messages. How are you? How was your day? That, and you get like, okay, right? You get one response after all that. So her response this afternoon was, we're on the bus and we saw Ice Spice at the airport. I'm like, okay, better than nothing. I don't know what else they're doing, but that was what we got. So I figure no news is good news. And if she really needed something, she would let us know. So hopefully the choir will at least post some pictures this week on Instagram so that we can see what's going on. Same thing, I added the tea to the rim of the teacup, and then I'm just going to add this top layer. All right, so I have 2 teacups assembled. I went pretty quickly, so hopefully it's going together just as fast for you, just because it's kind of just like putting together a puzzle. All right, now for this part, this was the part I said, don't mess up, right? Wrong spice, but close enough. Yeah, that's very true, Liz. All right, so I am going to connect the ribbon up here. This is the top right corner of my teacup, and then I will sandwich that back piece on to make sure that it holds in, okay? So I'm gonna do a little bit of glue back here. You could also do like a score tape for this. All right, and then we'll add that backing piece. It should be a mirror image, so it should just line up. All right, so then we have our little teacup. Okay, so then our other piece is the tea bag that we're going to add onto there. There you should have a heart. Give it a little bit of ink. Adhere this. Okay, let me know if you've had dinner yet. We actually ordered dinner, which we'll have after bingo. because we only have one kid at home tonight, which is really weird. Maddie is home. Noelle went to a birthday party. They were going to an escape room, and then Lauren is gone, so Maddie gets to be the only kid tonight, which doesn't happen very often. So same thing, I'm going to attach this ribbon in between and then sandwich it between the two pieces, okay? Hear that? Oh, smash burgers, that sounds good. We actually ordered from a place, it's called Bad Daddy's, and they have the most amazing build your own salad. And that's what I did, because you can just add like 20 or 30 toppings, and yeah, so I got all the things. So then hopefully we can watch a show or a movie and just kind of hang out. So same thing, I added the ribbon and then I sandwiched those 2 tea bags in between, and I have 1 bookmark. And I'll tell you, I got this idea because when we were researching, goodies and all the things that we're going to spoil you with, what kept coming up were these bookmarks that were from, I think from Temu, which I don't order from. So I was looking at it and I'm like, how could I recreate that so that we can do that for this event? And then of course make it cute, right? Like to make it so that it goes with our hobby and, Doodlebug to the rescue. All I did was add the mirror image to make the back of the teacup. I did that in my Cricut. And then I added this, I don't know, what would you call it? 1, 2, 3, it's a hexagon, but it's not, right? Like it was just in the basic shapes, and then added the heart. So it came together really quickly and it's super cute. And it would be fun to do for like a birthday party or in your classroom too. Maybe a Mother's Day. Maybe a Mother's Day gift for you teachers, but you would have to have a Cricut to be able to cut it. All right, so I'm gonna do this one more time. Add my ribbon. Okay, and then I will sandwich it right here with the other pink piece. Okay, so when it's all said and done, you should have 2 bookmarks. Let's see. Yes, Paula. So I did. It's from the Lori Whitlock site. I feel like this might have been Cream and Sugar, which is an older, I think that's what this file was, but I can double check. I also put the link on the supply list. So if you look at the access only supply list on the Facebook group, then yes, that's where it is. And you could do it on a Silhouette or on a Cricut. And like I said before, I have 4 Cricuts, so we just kept running and running these. And the trick is when you're doing giant projects like this, we don't use the 12 by 12 mats, we use the 12 by 24 mats. So that way I can do 2 pieces of pattern paper at a time, and then yeah, I can get through it pretty quickly. And then it's just a matter of sorting. And my husband actually helped me get this one done. Adam has been amazing. But usually my good friend Ashley works with me 2 days a week, and she is amazing. She's not a crafter, but her daughter is becoming one if Hazel's watching. So that's been fun. But yeah, she gets my brain. She puts up with my crazy ideas and my messes. And yeah, she is great with helping me with all the assembly. So, all right, that is it. Wow, 15 minutes. Okay, so hopefully you got those all put together. If you have any questions, let me know. I am going to sign off because I'm going to go set up bingo on the other side of the room. Hopefully you have your bingo cards and something to mark them with, whether it's M&Ms, jelly beans, buttons, whatever you've got. And then Tracy will be jumping on in 15 minutes to do her cute, it's like a layered album they can take with Tea Garden. It's adorable. You're going to love it. All right, so I will see you in about 45 minutes for bingo.